Hey guys, what's up? Now we're here back again with another video. So today I'm going to be showing off, giving a guide for using Jotaro. So yeah, I'm going to be going over his combos in Base and Awakening. I'm going to be going over tips and counterplay for him. And yeah, if you do enjoy, make sure you like, sub, and hit that bell. And without any further ado, let's get right into the video. Alright, so for his combos, he doesn't really have a lot, I'm gonna be honest, in base. His base combos basically consist of just trying to catch your opponent, like, when they don't expect, like, an attack, something like that, because all of his stuff has end lag, especially Barrage and Beatdown now, so, yeah. But something you can note is all of his stuff follows up from at once. So you can do something like, let's say, you can do that, you can do that, like, and you can even do Form 1 Starfinger. Let me show that off as well. Right? So, just all of his stuff combos from M1s, but it's just none of his stuff combo extends, or you can combo from it. So, just keep that in mind. Something you can do is Form 1's Beatdown and try to follow up with, like, Aura Smash or Starfinger, so... Oh, I messed up. I messed up again, sorry. And then you can try to follow up with Aura Slim. It has too much end lag, I don't know why it's not knocking it back dummies, but you can follow up moves and try to catch them while they don't block or try to mash, but yeah, that's about it for his base combos. Let's move right onto his awakening combos. Okay, so his combo is, well, he has a lot more combo potential in Awakening because Inhale and Kick Volley both combo extend. And so the combos are interchangeable with the two. You can use 4-on-1's Inhale, 4-on-1's Kick Volley, 4-on-1's Kick Volley, 4-on-1's Inhale, whatever you feel most comfortable with. So the first combo is just going to be that, but with Barrage. So let me show you. And there you go. I'm not sure why the dummies aren't knocking back, but after the Barrage, it knocks back. So that is the damage. And now we're going to move on to the Angry Beatdown version, which is literally the same thing, but just ends off with Angry Beatdown. So it is. And there you go. So the damage looks literally the same, which is interesting. But yep, those are the combos in the base. You could also do something like that, but just end up with Starfinger. So there's that possibility as well. So as I said, all of his moves combo from M1s. So yeah, and his last combo, which is his time stop combo, it actually has a 100 to 0, which I see a lot of people not, well, they just typically don't do it. So here is what it looks like. And that is the combo. So if you didn't follow what I was doing, I did 4-on-1s, immediate Barrage, and Starfinger. I didn't M1 because sometimes that messes me up and you don't even need the extra M1s. So you just wait for time stop to end, and then as it ends, you use Inhale, and then you follow up with 4-on-1s, Kick Volley, 4-on-1s, Angry Beatdown to finish them off for the 100 to 0. And if you don't know, you can end time stops with grabs, by the way. So as they knock them away, I'll probably show that off if I get it back. And Angry Beatdown can be done twice in one awakening, same for time stop, so the combo can be done twice. So just gonna my awakening ran out, but essentially if you don't have like all the moves that, like if you don't have inhale because it's a requirement for the combo, then my recommendation is just to end off with the grab while they get flung away. All right, so that's all of his combos. On to my tips for using Jotaro. So for Jotaro, you really just need to play aggressive. He's always been a very aggressive character because all of his moves follow up from M1s, yet none of them combo extend. So you're kind of forced to go for a lot of dash M1s to get your moves off, and he gets heavily rewarded for it because of the damage output that he has. Now that doesn't mean play stupid. Now I'm not saying throw out Starfinger willy-nilly or smash, or just use I'm about to tell you, but that doesn't mean just throw out Stand Leap towards your opponent. But it means just making sure that you're not playing extremely passive and not letting up on the defense against your opponent. Now, second tip, Stand Leap. Never use it aggressively. I'll show you right now. Like, I don't know if you heard me clicking. I tried to click loud, but essentially you have M lag during Stand Leap. You can't move, attack, none of that. So if you Stand Leap onto your opponent, you might get that 8 damage off, but they may get a full combo on you, and that does not sound like a very nice trade. So don't use Stand Leap aggressively. And time stop, never use it right up in your opponent's face, because most people or most characters have a grab or a heavy that cancel time stops. Well, both of those cancel time stops. Like heavy attacks are attacks that just do flat out like 10 damage with one hit or something like that. And with the faster M1s, you can actually cancel time stop a lot easier by just hitting your opponent a lot. So that's why I really am against using time stop up close. I'm not saying use it like so far out that they're gonna be out of combos, but I'm saying save your time stop for when they are in N lag, they whiff attacks, and save it for at least mid range. Like right here is a decent distance for time stop. Maybe like right here, so like they have to dash M1 towards you or dash use an attack, and they're not like just roll away fast out of your time stop, right? And also make sure when you use time stop, you wait for them to use their heavy or grab. This just comes from like just playing opponents and knowing what characters have, like what they have. But just take note of what moves the character you're fighting has, and what moves your opponent has already used, so you know when it's a good time to use time stop. Now, awakening tips for Jotaro. Now, it's literally the same thing, but just, I guess, a little bit different, because you don't have a lot of moves that heavily punish you, but it works a little bit different. You're gonna stay playing aggressive. Make sure you're still playing aggressive, but make sure you're not throwing out kick volley, because it's a combo extender. You shouldn't be throwing it out as your first move. It should be a move that you use to flow with your M1s. Same thing applies for time stop, as I already said. Make sure you're not using it right in your face, and only use it if they have already used their heavy. And what else? Oh, inhale. It can be used from a range, so don't forget that. It cancels attacks as well, so it's really good for that. And yeah, I guess that's it. Play aggressive. You can use inhale from a range. And don't throw out kick volley, and time stop should only be used when they don't have a heavy and all that other stuff. So yeah, that's about it for his awakening tips. Now on to his counterplay. So how do you fight against a 3-to-row? They have constant pressure, all of his moves combo from M1s. How do you play it? So essentially, before we get into all of that, save your heavy when they are low. You just need to take note of how much damage you feel like you've done to them. Once they've gone past that like 30% mark, or you feel like you've done 50% of their HP already, save your heavies, save your grabs. One of the two. Always have one of them just ready so you can cancel their time stop. Because trust me, a time stop in base or awakening hurts like a lot, right? So yeah, make sure you're not turtling as well, because Starfinger is basically instant. It's fine to do a little bit more blocking after they use Starfinger, but just watch out for it if he hasn't used it in a while. And yeah, if you see him do stand leap, of course your first thing should be block. Take note of where he's probably going to land and just make a guess of where he will land. And either way, if he's stand leaping towards you, make sure you have an attack ready to punish him for doing something that stupid. As I've already said, you should not be using stand leap aggressively, and if they do it, punish him for it. Now his awakening. Awakening follows a different, I guess, thing you should be doing because there's no Starfinger. But Starfinger you still need to look out for, right? But Aura Slam isn't immediate, so it's not like there's not like a fast attack that has a little bit of range to it. But you do have Inhale, which is basically kind of like that ranged attack, right? Because it has decent range, but it is blockable, just like Aura Slam. So make sure when you're at a range you are blocking. Starfinger doesn't have that much range either, but you need to make sure that you're prepared for it, right? So don't just hold block the entire time. Again, don't turtle against the 3-0 because that's what he wants you to do. He wants to make you scared. He wants to force you into a corner. And when you just really avoid his attacks, you really shouldn't be playing that aggressive. But I'm not saying run away, but I'm not saying play aggressive. Definitely don't do that, because if you get hit with the M1, that is going to hurt. 70 plus damage, you don't want to take that. And the same thing applies from base to here. Always, well, in this case, just straight up save your heavy and grab, right? Because just like Dio grade is high, they're going to be waiting for when you waste your grab or your heavy, so then they have the perfect time to use time stops. So make sure you save your heavy or grab for when they do time stops so you can punish them for it. And yeah, that's the tips, counterplay, and combos for 3-0. Now we shall be moving on to his 1v1s when I used them. All right, moving on to the first match, we have Mario Streets against a Wamu. Now, you may be like, Wamu's not that threatening. He can be really threatening if you don't expect it. Like, you see, he's already going in, doing a ton of damage to me. And yeah, like, look at that. Whoa, buddy. Very, very aggressive to start off the match. You see, he's going for dash and one, dash and one, dash and one. He is not backing off. I really just need him to get off me so I get M1s into Barrage off, just so I can collect my thoughts. I'm really using the fact that all of my moves knock back. I need to collect my thoughts because he's just not letting off. I knew he was going to just dash towards me and do something like that, so I was hoping I could punish him for it. And look at this. I end off with the grab. That is what you always want to do with time stop if you get it off. Make sure you're always ending off for grabs. And only use time stop when you know they don't have like a really fast heavy attack, or you're expecting them just to dash towards you, right? I know he doesn't have any grabs. I know he doesn't have a lot of fast heavies that he hasn't already used, so that's why I did time stop. That was bad because like I did roll stand leap, which was an accident, but don't do that anymore since it has end lag, and if it does work, you're gonna get punished for it. So I'm just trying to get my hits off because I'm playing to my opponent's faults. He's just playing overly aggressive, so I'm just punishing him for it. I miss Starfinger because my aim on Starfinger is just not that great. I'm just circling around him, not letting him get any hits, and really taking advantage of the fact that I have a stand and he doesn't. That's something that you do need to do. That's something that dumb happens. I don't know why that happens now, but oh, that was a lucky Starfinger. But I just stand leap away because I didn't have any moves on me. No need to really be going aggressive. He got M1s on me, so it's fine. But right now, we have basically taken the lead. I should be going... I would go for a time stop, wow, and actually catch him with it. Starfinger, and then 4-on-1s to finish off with a grab. It's a ton of damage right there. And I punched his Barrage with my Barrage. Wow, I'm just counterplaying him really hard right now. He doesn't even have a chance, and finishing me off with his guard break, or one of his guard breaks. I'm really close to Awakening. I waited a second, and then they used Stanley. He was waiting for me to do a play, so he could just go on my back and then use a move. I grabbed him while he was doing that move, and I prefer to wait to awaken when I'm at like 50% HP, because I mean, like, what's the point? You're getting 50 HP. Why would you awaken early? I could have did the same thing again, but I didn't want to risk it because Barrage in leg is really bad, so you don't want to go for raw barrages like that, especially when, well, just in any case, but especially when you're one of the kids that got nerfed. I took a little bit of damage, and I know Wamu has has a high damage combo. I go right out the gates with the, what's it called? I go right out the gates with a time stop, and I punish him for it. I kind of messed up the combo, but I canceled his tornado with the inhale. Okay. So I'm just punishing him, like, really, really bad, as you can see. Then I go for the combo extender, then form ones, then I go for the beatdown. And then I'm going to try to get inhale off. While he's rolling, he gets caught, and then I'm going to go for Barrage. He somehow rolled out of that. I don't know how he did that. I was hoping to catch him, like, go for a roll M1 or something like that, but nope, and he was right out of the time stop range, so that sucks. I'm playing a little bit cautious because I'm not fully, like, sure about, like, Wamu's weight. I don't know if that guard breaks on final hit, so I'm just being really cautious. I did pull him and get a barrage off. He's got a 50 HP, so that shouldn't finish him off, but he should be quite close to death. And I think the whole reason why he just didn't do well this match is because he played way too aggressive and he got punished for it. There's like a line you can cross where you're playing aggressive and you're playing smart, and he kind of crossed that line. So I got him again with the time stop while he's barraging me. Hit him with Aura Slam, form ones, and I mess up the grab, but doesn't really matter. GG. Alright, moving on to the next match. We have Polaneri. I believe this Polaneri played well. He's not like the perfect Polaneri, but this does give me some things I want to say about him. So I think he might have gotten a impale buff, like the startup may have gotten decreased a little bit, because it feels basically instant now. I just blocked because I didn't think he would use his guard break close range, but he did. So well played on his part. But the thing that's threatening about Polaneri is now he has two relatively fast close range moves, long range M1s, well, like long reaching M1s, a projectile guard break, and a stun. He is very threatening, so it's kind of hard to predict what he's going to do, and it's even harder to punish him. I did go for a roll grab, which I never do. That is something people who are desperate do, which I was, or just new players. I blocked the stun, and then I rolled away from the impale. I didn't even try PBing it. And I somehow got the first KO. I don't know how I did. Now I'm going to try to punish his whatever he does with a time stop, but that didn't work out for me. And I was thinking maybe I stand leap onto him. I was like, no, don't stand leap onto your opponent. Missed my star finger, but he got me with his impale, so that kind of sucks. I know he doesn't have any guard breaks right now. He goes for a raw barrage, and I missed my grab. And I missed my M1s too. I don't know what I'm doing. That would have ended badly if he had punished me a little bit better. Rolled behind him and hit him with Aura Slam and Starfinger. So he's taking a lot of these hits. So it's mostly like an exchange. Like I'm taking a lot of hits, he's taking a lot of hits, but I feel like I am still in the lead by a little bit. I'm just trying to make sure I'm not like giving him too much free stuff. Like I'm not just gonna sit there holding block in his face if I feel like impale, well not impale, but thrust is off cooldown. Ooh, that was a lucky PB. That was a lucky PB. He did the 5th M1 right there. Because it's not a true combo extender. I think it might be a combo ender, I'm not entirely sure. I don't know how that connected. I'm just trying to be cautious, no need to play really aggressive, because if I hold block, then he's just going to hit me with impale, and that has ridiculous reach. I want him to get off my back just a little bit. I'm not sure, I don't think I have time stop yet. Alright, now I definitely have time stop. I'm trying to just catch him. No, I should have waited a little. I got a little bit impatient. Because he has a lot of moves to cancel time stop. Like, basically all of them besides two. So, yeah. And he did finish me off there, but I did get a little bit of damage in. So it's still a close game. Hit it with Aura Slam. He didn't really expect me to aggressively stand leap, so that was alright, I guess. But you shouldn't be doing it too much because then it's going to become a little predictable, and people will punish you for it. I probably shouldn't have even did it the first time, but it just worked out for me, I guess. Hit it with the Barrage because he was in a little bit of end lag. Alright, I have my Awakening. I'm going to wait a little bit before I do. Finish him off. Actually, no, he has the advantage. I might have been wrong on that. So it's 3-3 right now. He doesn't have that much HP lead, but a lead is a lead. So I'm just trying to play a little bit cautious so that I can get a little bit of an advantage before I awaken. He's playing cautious as well. He's not just throwing out his moves. I walked right into his Barrage, and then I walked into his Barrage as well so I could punish him, but he hit me with Impale. I'm like, I don't want to lose more HP, so I awaken. And then I inhale for the... I do M1s in between. That was kind of dumb. I might have been able to finish him off, but whatever. He should be very close to death. If I just get in close with a Star Finger. Yep, or Star Swipe. He's kind of low. He's at the top, so I have to go around. Nope, he fell down. And I walked right into that one. No point in time stopping awakenings anymore. They patched that. You're invincible to that. I did not expect him to do that. So this does not look too good right now. You see I'm lagging. I don't know what's going on. And then I lost my awakening. So I don't know what's going on anymore. I have the lead, but he has awakening. He's Silver Chariot Requiem though, so he doesn't really have much. I was expecting it, but I didn't know what moves he used because I wasn't listening out for them because I was mostly focused. No, I was lagging. I couldn't have focused on anything. And now you see I'm lagging again, but that does not really matter much when you have a lead this big. So really, you may be like, well, what would I do in this situation if if the match is close and I'm lagging? You really just have to get to a point where you're not at that point, right? If you're at 4 stocks to 4 stocks, why are you at 4 stocks to 4 stocks? What were you doing in the beginning of the match that got you to that point? Because if you had a bigger lead, maybe it wouldn't have been as big of a problem. Like in this case, like I'm really lagging with this awakening. I don't know what's going on. I turned on low graphics mode. I'm like, there's something up, bro. But since I had a stock lead basically, even if I'm getting these lag guard breaks, if he's getting these lag guard breaks off, it's whatever, because, well, I thought I experienced double death here, just lag. Like, I don't know what's going on, but I'm checking my ping, but since I had the lead initially by a little bit, even with the lag, I was still able to take out the dub. As you can see, right here. And that is all for this video. If you did enjoy, make sure you like, sub, and hit that bell. The next one will probably be me using old Joseph and giving his gameplay. If you haven't already, please like, sub, and hit that bell. Each one is much appreciated and helps my channel grow. So yeah, see you guys in the next one. Peace.